What if everybody is it's what if anime here, and we're doing what if Deku was cheated on, part one. Okay, we're finna start at the My Hero Academia. We finna start in high school, cause this is where Izuku meets Uraraka. So after meeting Uraraka, cause they went to the same high school. I'm finna say this one. They went to the same high school, and they started talking. So they're friends. Later down the month, they started going out. Deku got a job so he can buy her things. So it's a college in this one. Yeah, My Hero Academia. It's a college. So so let's see. He still gets one for all. Yeah, yeah. So this is like 1 year time skip after they're in college. All the events that happens in the canon does not happen. So it basically happens like normal. Nothing from the canon happens in this one. So I'll say this is 2 days before. No, this is 1 week before the. No, hold up. Well, sorry guys if you hear anything in the background. My family is being annoying. So yeah, let's get in it. So this would take place. Hold up. Oh yeah, this would take place at the end of the first year of My Hero Academia. Yeah, the first semester. So after that, after he goes check, because he bought something that it's expensive. Like it costs bands to get this shit. That's how expensive it is. I say like 1 mil. He saved up a lot of money to buy this for her. When he was going up the stairs and going to the dorms, because they already got the dorms. When he was going upstairs to go to Uraraka room, all he heard was "Go harder, Ida, harder." That that Ida said restrictor burst. Nah, but like for real. I'm sorry. Yeah, that Deku got so enraged. All the other one for all users, like they was holding him back so he doesn't break his bones, and they released that shit. They said they don't care anymore, and he just kicked down that door. And he had a little disintegration, decay when he kicked it. So when he kicked it, the door decayed. That he started floating a little, but they didn't really see it that much. So he instantly got right next to Ida and punched him right across the wall. That he kicked him all the way out of the roof, then floated up into the roof, and grabbed him. Then after that, started slamming him. It's basically like how. It's basically like how Kiba, no, he was dragging him across the wall. No, across the floor. And when people saw this, when Kishima saw this, he was acting, "Mito, bro, what you doing?" That he was hardening to black Izuku's punch. But when he does this, Izuku punched him so hard with all the one for all users helping him, it broke Hiroshima's arms. And he went flying back. That All Might came and tried to stop Deku, and he broke his arms. All Might tried to block Deku, but Deku was at 100%. That Super Saiyan form. And when he hit All Might, it broke his arms. Like he literally snapped them bitches like twigs. So that Aizawa came turn off his quirk, which it did work for like 5 seconds. That the Deku looked at him, and Aizawa immediately blinked. When this happened, Deku was right in front of him and punched him across the wall. That he turned around to Ida, then broke his legs. They can be healed, but there's like a lot of scar tissue. So After that, Deku started calming down, but then he blacked out. Then I'll say, I'll say one of the students asked what happened. That the I'll say Mineta will look at he'll look at the body of Ida and he's naked. Then look at Araka that was in bed sheets and she's half naked. And then he'll be like, "Oh, she cheated." After he says this, they all looked at Araka Ida like, "You dead serious? Like you really did? You really did that?" And Araka, she said, "Hey, go check on Ida." She ain't say nothing about Deku. So I'll say he wakes up a couple minutes later in the infirmary. Yeah, in recovery girl's office. And they'll ask what happened. After he'll tell them what happened. And I'll say All Might's a dick in this one. So he'll be like, it doesn't matter, you shouldn't have done that. That's not what a hero does. And he says, I need back my quirk. And Deku's like, for real? He's like, yes. And I choose the wrong successor. And you'll never be a hero. After hearing that, he gave him one of his hairs. Because he didn't care anymore. That was not his number one hero that he thought it was. So after that, I'll say they got 1 year to train. Yeah, they got 1 year before the next entry exam for the second year. So I'll say Deku goes home, he sleeps. But when he wakes up, he sees something weird. He'll see all of this. He'll see all these people. And he's wondering what happened. And they'll all be like, he'll be like, who are you? And what are those? And they'll all start roaring at him. He'll be scared. He'll shut up. Naruto will be like, calm down. He'll be like, sorry. He'll see all of the Jinchurikis as well. He'll be like, sorry. These are the tail beasts. The one tails, Shikaku. The two tails, Matatabi. The three tails, Isobu. The four tails, Son Goku. The five tails, Kokoa. The six tails, Saiking. The seven tails, Kokomo. The eight tails, Gyuki. The nine tails, Kurama. And I'll say Hagoromo's over there with the 10 tails. And he'll be like, this is the 10 tails. Then I'll say, just for fuck's sakes, Sasuke's there as well. Yeah, for fuck's sake, Sasuke's there as well. And Sasuke will be like, what's up? And I say, I won't say like he's shy, like how he used to be. I'll be like, he'll probably be less shy. He'll say hi. But then Naruto will start talking about what happened. He'll be like, we are the Jinchurikis. And we choose you to inherit our powers. And they'll be like, what's your power? And they'll be like, the one till Shikaku has sand manipulation and magnet release. The two tails have blue fire. The three tails has water. The four tails have lava. The five tails have boil. The six tail has acid and bubble. The seven tails have wind and the ability to fly with wings. The eight tails have ink release. The nine tails have fire and wind. But you get more stronger with the nine tails. He was like, okay, what happened with the 10 tails? The 10 tails has all of these and 5 chakra natures. You'll get all Keka Genkais and all. No, I won't give him all Dojutsu. Actually, yeah, I'll give him all Dojutsu. All Keka Genkai and all Dojutsus. He'll be like, what's a Keka Genkai? He'll be like, lava, sand, and magnet. Those are like Keka Genkais you get from having a tail beast. So you'll be like, oh yeah, if you have all of them, you also get Sage of the 6 Packs mode. He'll be like, what's that? And then Naruto will show him what it looks like. He'll be like, he'll show him this. And he'll be like, that's Sage of the Six Packs, man. He'll say yes. But your form will be a little like mine's, but also not. Actually, no, it'll look just like Naruto's. He'll be like, okay, but what do I get from that black hair kid? The black hair guy. He'll be like, you get his sword and his Rinnegan. So I get his sword, yes. And you also get, yeah, you'll get the sword and the Rinnegan. He'll be like, but what's the abilities of the Rinnegan? He'll say all other Rinnegan abilities and Sharingan abilities. And the other eye that's not covered, you will have the Sage of Six Packs eyes. He'll be like, what type of eyes? That the Naruto show him what type of eyes and all that. He'll basically look like this. He'll basically look like this. Just with just with this mask. You just have with this mask on his face so nobody sees what he actually looks like. They can see his eyes, but it'll be like blocking it a little. So, I mean, his hair will be blocking his eyes a little. So, yeah. Wait, let me go. And he'll say, this is your normal form. Whenever you're just going half. This is whenever you feel like you're in danger. This form will let you heal whatever you need. Well, actually, you can do while going in this form. But, yeah. You can do while going in this form. But I mostly use it with this form. He'll be like, okay. That's that. This form is when you grow up and start mastering it. Now, I mean, Deku will be like, okay, but what will be the last form? Then Naruto will say the last form is the most dangerous and deadliest form. He'll be like, this is 10 Tails mode. 10 Tails mode, what does it do? It basically boosts up your ability to the mask. I mean, you can destroy planets with just the flick of your wrist. That's why I'm very, very self-conscious about giving you this form. Because if I do give you this form and you turn evil, then nobody will ever be able to stop you. But that's not what we're here for. We're here just to give you this power and train you. We're not here to judge you on how you feel on using the power. Deku will say, okay. And that they'll all stick out their arms. Doing this, they'll give him the knowledge and the abilities of all of them. So, Sasuke Rinnegan, and I also give him Hagoromo stuff. Yeah. Matter of fact, let me fuck around and just give him the Tensegan as well, mixed in with the Rinnegan. So is the Tensegan abilities just, it doesn't look like the Tensegan, it looks like the Rinnegan. Yeah. So now so he'll have all the experience. He'll already know how to use all these abilities. So he'll basically like using this form. He'll mostly stay in this form, the Sage of Six Packs mode. Cause actually, yeah, he'll mostly stay in this form. But he rarely ever goes any higher. Cause he really listens to Naruto. He thinks of Naruto as a big brother. Yeah. So he puts on this mask, then he just leaves. And I'll say a year time skip in the entrance exam. So he changed his name to Naruto Uzumaki. Yeah. He changed his name to Naruto Uzumaki. And Naruto, yeah. Should I give him Naruto? And I'll say during this 1 year time skip, I say Inko died. Hashashi died as well in an accident. So like both of his parents are dead. So the only thing that's keeping him company are the tail beast. The ten tails mostly in the background, just destroying things because you put him in a genjutsu where he can destroy things. Well, sometimes he breaks out and just watches him like all the other tail beasts. And I'm gonna say that the ten tails ain't a mindless beast, so he can listen to him, but he's not always gonna be like, yeah, I'm finna give you my power straight up. He's gonna be like, nah, chief, we can't do that right now. And and Deku is sometimes gonna be mad, but he's gonna understand why, because he sometimes is gonna get some of his power for over the most dumbest things. Like he's gonna fight a villain that's weaker than him by thousands of times, and say, "I need your power, Ten Tails," and that'll just be overkill, just killing him with one shot. So like they'll be like, "Nah, we can't do that." And I say, should I make him lose his arm? Nah, I'll do that in a different one. He keeps his arm. Yeah, he keeps his arm. So, but he basically got Sasuke's sword on his hip. And should I give him that Sasuke drip? Nah, I ain't giving him that. He'll basically look like Teen Naruto. Yeah, he looked like Teen Naruto. Should I be the last? Nah, Teen Naruto after getting Sage of the Six Packs mode. Basically, he looks like that with the mask on. Just add this mask on him. So, people are all wondering who is he, and I say he got a lot smarter because all the other Jinchurikis plus Hagoromo, the person that was literally there watching everything go down for the beginning of history to the end of history. So like they just watching that shit. And yeah, after that, he was just after he went in, he'll do the rating person. You know, he got first. Momo ain't got nothing on him. Oh yeah, and I say he doesn't like anybody in class 1A anymore. Cause like I say they all fucked around and told a lie saying he did it, like he did this and that like this one time, but he forgave them. That they did it again, and this happened like before the 1 year time skip. So yeah, so he was really mad. And I say Bakugo is a girl in this one. Yeah, Katsuki. I'm finna call her Katsuki. Yeah. So Bakugo is a girl in this one. We're not finna call her Katsuki. So he doesn't hate Katsuki. He just doesn't talk to her anymore. Like the bullying thing still happened, but she only did it this time because she didn't want him getting hurt. Yeah. And after that, I'll say as time skip. This time skip goes to the practical exam. And they start. They say ready, set, go. And the minute that thing's open, no, I just say the minute that gate opened, he just blitzed everybody. He said, "I'm fucking fast, boy." Then after that, he summoned. He summons 3 shadow clones. Then he made a Rasen Shuriken. This wasn't no ordinary Rasen Shuriken. He developed his own jutsu. So this Rasen Shuriken's basically he can destroy more than one target without exploding. So he threw it and it started bouncing off walls. Cause each time it was gonna hit a wall, he always summoned the shadow clone to throw it back at somewhere else to hit the different robot. So I'll say he got 1,000 points straight up. Cause this time they got more and it's way bigger. He got 1,000 points. And I say All Might's score was 100, 150. And he got 1,000. So he beat that shit like a fucking champ. And they're all wondering who's this character and who is this person. And they checked down on his form that his name is Naruto Uzumaki. But his own name used to be Izuku Midori. After hearing this, Omai is like, he must have sided with All For One. And he says, Nezu, we can't let him join. He sided with All For One. That's the only way how he can get his quirk. And I say, everybody in there knows about All Might's injury and his quirk, all for, one for all. And they'll all be like, "Are you sure?" He'll be like, "Yes. That's the only how you can get this." That he'll be like, "No, actually, no. If he gets in fair and square, then that's how it's finna be. You can't just accuse him off of him just being, him just getting his quirk, him just getting a quirk after years of not having a quirk. This quirk could have been dormant or something like that." They'll all say, "Yeah, that is true." And he's like, "But that's impossible." He's like, "That isn't the first time a quirk just activated randomly." He's like, "Yes, you are right." But I say, yeah, All Might is a little more of a dick. So you be like, oh my god. So yeah, I'm just finna call Izuku Naruto, cause this shit's finna get me mixed up. So Naruto destroyed all those robots. After that, I'll say the 0 pointer, and this time there's 30 0 pointers, cause the arena is way bigger this time. Like fucking the size big as fuck. It's way bigger this time. So I'll say 30 0 pointers pop out, and Naruto just makes one harassing shurikens. That, and I'll say there's a kunai in his mouth, the flying rising kunai. He toss it in the air. He'll teleport to it after toss the rising shuriken. Then it'll start growing bigger, bigger. And the minute it hits the first one, it destroys all of them with the big explosion. And everybody is surprised. Like, he just destroyed 30 0 pointers. Like, it was a walk in the park. He was just laying down, pulled the kunai out of his mouth with the mask still on, and just start walking. And I'll say this time, the person that was trapped under there, should I make it Bakugo? Should I make it Bakugo? Yeah, I'll say it's Bakugo. It's Katsuki that was trapped under there. And I'll say she was like scared, so she didn't really thought about like using her quirk. So he just destroyed all of those 0 pointers, then grabbed her and dipped. And he'll be like, "Who are you?" Then Naruto will say, "Call me Naruto." And she'll be thinking this person looks oddly familiar. But after she'll say Izuku, then Naruto will be like, "Yes and no. I am Izuku, but my name is not that. It's Naruto." And I'm sorry guys for that. And she'll be surprised. But before she can say anything else, he'll just flying Raijin out of there, because he has tags all over around the city, even in UA before he even got there, because he thought he's gonna need it for some time. So he has tags everywhere on every hero in the world, because fucking shadow clones. So yeah. So he gets his entry. He gets the letter saying he's passed. He didn't open it because he knew it was going to be All Might. So he just destroyed it because he already knew he passed. He just destroyed it and walked and threw it away. He just destroyed it and threw it away. That he put on his shirt. And I say he looks like, hold up. He's basically wearing this because they're in college, so he doesn't need to wear the uniform. He's basically wearing this, just it's not golden. It's not golden. It's none of that. It's just a normal shirt that he's wearing. Everything's normal. And I say this one has like, it's orange, like the jacket, it's orange. And the thing under the jacket is straight black. It's basically like this picture, but it's not at the same time. Because he doesn't have any of these markings going around him. And he has whiskers too under the mask. Just nobody ever saw him without the mask. So like they don't know for sure. So after that, he'll come to class with the mask on. Yeah, he'll come to class with the mask on, and they'll all be looking at him, And Ida will run up to him saying, "Ha, so you are the person that after you say, get out my face." With a cold voice. And after he said this, he'll basically make like the room feel cold. He'll say in that hollow voice with that echo. He'll say, "Get out my face." And Ida, I say Ida is starting to become a little bitch boy because after that Deku beating, after he got that 1-2 combo, he started becoming a little bitch boy. And I say Uraraka is noticing that, so she's really not like into Ida that much. So after that, what was his name? What was his name? Aizawa, Mr. Aizawa shows up in the sleeping bag, does the whole thing all over again. He tells them shut up, and they already knew what's finna happen. He says, "We're finna do your Quirk apprehension test," and they all say okay, and they're all wondering if Deku got in, cause they're wondering if he got in, but they also don't care. And I say Izawa knows that he's Deku, cause Izawa ain't stupid. And I say the next user I want for all, who should I give it to? You guys can tell me down in the comments, actually. Yeah, you guys can tell me who gets one for all. Yeah, who gets one for all after Deku. So during when they're changing, that people is still there. Our people is still there because, for fuck's sakes, that people is still there. And that when he's changing, I'll say Kirishima would ask him, "Why aren't you taking off that mask?" Naruto will say, "Because it's none of your business." That just puts on the PE uniform. Actually, he won't put that on. He would just keep on what he was wearing. Because he doesn't give a fuck. He really doesn't. He's not the same Izuku. He really does not care. So he just walks out with the same clothes he's wearing. Aizawa would be like, "Why didn't you change?" That Naruto would look him dead in his eyes, activating the Rinnegan, activating the Renne Sharingan with 9 Tomoes, and activating his six-pack's eyes. Actually, no. Activating the Nine-Tails eyes. And he'll say that to me again. And Aizawa, he learned his lesson the first time. So he just backs off. He learned his lesson the first time from messing with him. So they're all wondering, actually, Aizawa, why isn't he changed? And he says, "Because I really don't care." And they'll be like, "Oh, I'm doing it next time." He says, "You do it, you get expelled." They'll be like, "Bro, really? For real?" He say, "Yeah, he's a special case." He'll be like, "So who is he?" He'll be like, "Oh, let me introduce you. His name, Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto Uzumaki. That's his second name. His real name used to be Izuku Midori." And they say, "Nigga, what?" Like, they literally say that. They say, "Nigga, what?" And they all look at him like they just saw a ghost. Cause I said Izuku Midori, like they said he got missing for a couple of months now. And the minute he said his name was Izuku Midori at first, Uraraka looks at him like, "I want him. I need him. I want him and I need him." And they'll be like, "Hey, are you gonna take off that mask, Izuku?" And that Izuku activates straight Nine-Tails eyes. Both eyes are Nine-Tails. And he looks at them and say, "Call me that again, and I'll shove your head into that dirt." And they'll be like, "So what are you gonna call you?" "Call me Naruto." That's it. Don't say anything else. Call me Naruto. Actually, we're not even on first name basis. Call me Uzumaki. There it is. They'll all be shocked that he's talking like this. That I say, who's bold enough to fuck around with him? I say, hold up. I'll say Ida didn't learn the first time. I'll say Ida didn't learn the first time. So his ass would be like, but your name is the minute he said something. Deku, all they see is the after image. Deku turned around. That's his after image. That they looked at Ida and they see Deku grabbing him by the throat. That they look back at that person they just saw. They saw him start vanishing. He would be like, oh damn, that was an after image. He would be like, god damn, he's fast. Then he'll slam Ida to the floor, kick him up. Then I see use fire style, fire phoenix ball jutsu. That when he did this, he opened his mouth. That he starts shooting these fireballs, and these hit like a bitch. Cut these bitches really started hurting him. That he fall right back down. And you be like, don't ever call me that again. That he'll summon the King of Hell, and then kick Ida inside of it. King of Hell chews him up, then spit him out. And he's perfectly fine after that. Like I see, the injuries when Deku broke his legs the first time, they didn't really recover that much, so he recovered completely this time. And he says how you then after Deku looks at him, with the nine tails eye again, he'll be like, Naruto, how did you do that? And he'll be like, none of your business. That's after seeing this, I'll say he was looking at Deku and activated his quirk. And Deku will be like, yeah, nigga, you can't do that. Stop playing with me. And Aizawa will be like, how the fuck do you know I was doing that? He'll be like, because I have absolutely good senses. Like, no matter what, I can sense everything that's going to happen before it happens. Then after he'll be like, what do you mean? He'll be like, 2 minutes from now, there'll be a bell. There'll be, actually, no, I say 3 minutes from now. 3 minutes from now, there's finna be, no, that happened. Yeah, no. He doesn't tell them. He just said, I have absolutely sense it. He just say, 2 days from now, that UA will be breached by some reporters. They'll be like, how did you know that? He'll be like, because Shigaraki. And they'll be like, who's Shigaraki? He'll be like, somebody with a decay quirk. He'll be like, but how do you know this much information? He'll be like, shadow clone jutsu. That the summons a shadow clone. He'll be like, this shadow clone has the ability to see everything. Everything he sees, I see. So we're always connected, no matter what. So he's really confused. He'll be like, so you're connected, but do you two feel the same pain? He'll be like, well, no, actually. All the pain that's inflicted on him doesn't happen to me. I just gave back the memories. And that's it. They'll be like, how much clones can you make? He said, infinite. That's how much, nigga. I can fill up this whole universe and still have more to fill up another universe. They'll be like, okay. We won't debate. We won't debate you on this. That they start. They be like, Izuku Midoriya, you had the highest. After he said Izuku Midoriya, he was going to say he had the highest Deku. Hold up. After saying Izuku Midoriya, Naruto puts him in the infinite Tsukiyomi, making this nigga feels wherever all the ways that he can die just from saying his name. And after he's like 1 second in the real world, but in his mindscape, he went through millions of years of being tortured. That then Naruto released him with his mental state. He fixed it before he released him, because he didn't want him screaming. That he looked at Naruto really scared. So he's like, Naruto Uzumaki, you had the highest scores, so please throw the ball. Naruto he tossed the ball, and Naruto would grab it. After he would just cover. Actually, he used chakra, just flick that bitch. That shit went into space. I say they could see a moon, right? And when he flicked it, the ball broke through the moon. And after he's done that, it actually broke through the moon. And they're all looking at each other like, this nigga just broke through a fucking moon? How are we supposed to go against that, cheat? And I said everybody got the same scores in canon, just everybody got a little higher this time because they actually trained. Instead of Uraraka, dumbass, he got in fucking infinity. Naruto got fucking tens, he got thousands of infinities. That shit said error, we can't fucking measure that bitch because that shit ain't even here anymore. That's how fast he flicked that bitch. And then after that, the running, straight Naruto, everything Naruto, he came out first. The jumping, he can fucking fly without using the wings. Because, you know, all tail beasts, say your six packs chakra, ability to fly. Yeah. So, after that, I'll say, we do the time skip 2 days later. And we're going to the USJ. And, yeah, time skip later, USJ. Yeah, the USJ goes down to canon. Like, everything goes down to canon. Except for the parts that had Izuku. The minute he got teleported, he could walk on water. The minute they finna get jumped, he just blew everything up with a fucking Rasengan to the water. Actually, no, he made a lava Rasengan, just dropped it into the water. Made that bitch boil. That he just walked on the water. Walked out. After he saw the Nomu. And he was like, this is a Nomu. The thing that's made to kill Armor. In Naruto, I say for fuck's sakes, he wanted to show off a little. So he said, hold up. He said this Nomu stronger than me. And I said when he went into this form, he grew up a little more. So he looks like a 28-year-old. And they're all looking like, this nigga just grew up. He just instantly vanished. They cut off the Nomu's head. Then jumped back and said, fire style. Majestic flame destroyer. Burning that shit to a crisp. Nah, that's not even a script. That's just to fucking play around. He said planetary devastation. He trapped them niggas in a fucking planet. And to dispose of it, he tossed that bitch in space. They can't breathe in space, so they instantly died. So like Naruto, that he used Earth style to make the things back to normal. So after that, All Might comes saying, I am here. What the fuck just happened? And they all look at fucking Naruto like the world just broke. They looked at his ass like he just did something so impossible that they can't even fucking fathom that shit. That's how hard he did that shit. And I'll say he started talking to Katsuki again. He started talking to her a little more. So they're not dating per se, but they're close. They're really close. And they already got the dorms again, so like, yeah. Naruto moved in. And they did that dorm contest. When they went into Naruto's room, they didn't see no All Might toys, not even a speak of that bitch. Like how they used to see in last year, bro. They saw a sword on the wall. They saw scrolls all over. They saw some scrolls on the wall. And then they saw these weird markings. And they asked Naruto, what was it? He said, they're called ceilings. And I'll say, fuck sakes. I'll say, for fuck's sakes, I'll say it's Hashirama, Madara, and the Sage Six Packs playing video games. And them niggas are looking at Naruto like, who are they? He'll be like, that's the Gramps. That's Madara. Nah, he'll say, that's Gramps. That's brother Madara and brother Hashirama. He'll be like, they're your brothers. Nah. He said, that's your grandpa. He'll be like, well, technically, I don't know what to tell you. Like, that shit confusing for me. He just be like, yeah, sure. Fuck it. Call that. And I say his room is bigger than everybody else's room because he used the jutsu to make it look, the outside looks small, but in the inside it's huge, like big as fuck. So that's how we made it. So now, yeah. So when they went into his room, they saw Hashirama, Madara, And Hagoromo playing video games. They saw a sword on the wall, some ceiling scrolls, some taijutsu scrolls, a big ass field of grass, and they looked a little closer and they saw these big ass beasts just walking around them bitches. And they be like, okay, I don't want to ask, but I'm finna ask, what the fuck are those? They be like, tail beast, and they be like, how the fuck did you even fit them in this, chief? They be like, nah, nigga, they don't fit anywhere. They're inside of me. They be like, can we ask more questions? No, it's like, nah, nigga, you gotta get out. He'll be like, okay, okay. After that, uh, Aizawa tells them about that. Aizawa tells them about, what was it called? About the, snap, I forgot what it's called. Snap. About the sports festival. There it is. The 2 week time skip. And I say, yeah, this is where I'm gonna end it at the 2 year time. The 2 year, I mean 2 weeks time skip. I'm sorry, guys. The 2 week time skip. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Tell me what you want for the next video. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day.